Hello everyone, my name is Jack North, and today I'm bringing you Naraka Bladepoint or Weapons Basics and Advanced Combo Guide for Beginners. There are 4 melee weapons in Naraka Bladepoint: Katana, Longsword, Greatsword, and Spear. In Naraka Bladepoint, there are 3 kinds of attacks, and they counter each other like rock, paper, scissors. Blue charged are good against normal attacks. Normal attacks are good against counters, while counters are good against blue focus. Since we mentioned counters, here we will demonstrate the easy guide for beginners. For most beginners, they will most always spam left click or right click. So in this case, the third normal attack of Katana, where the left or right click, is a blue focus. The third normal attack of Longsword is a blue focus, the second normal attack of Greatsword is a blue focus, and the third normal attack of Spear is blue focus. So by remembering these simple attack patterns in low rank games, when you successfully counter your enemy's blue focus, don't forget to left click. This execution attack after the successful counter will do a lot of damage to your enemy. Now to specify, the first few frames of a counter doesn't count, so you will need to carefully time your counters or predict when your enemy will use blue charge before you counter. Counter as a high-risk, high-reward technique requires a lot of practice. We will talk about advanced counter technique in our next video. Now we are going to talk about melee weapons, pros and cons, basic combos, advanced combos, and weapon counters. But here, let me mention, now in Naraka Bladepoints, melee soldiers are very useless and I highly don't recommend you to pick them up, except for Soul Slash for Katana, Phoenix Blast for Longsword, and Aerial Rend for Greatsword. Katana is my favorite melee weapon because it has high mobility and is suitable in every situation. Both its combos and blue charge deals high damage. The pros of a katana is that it is flexible enough and its attacks is so fast, so it's hard for your enemy to guess what you will be doing next. But when facing longsword that outrange you or greatsword that can block your attacks, when mistakes are made, you will be punished hard. So Katana requires high mastery, and with its legendary Jade, Soul Slash, its damage will result in a qualitative change. Of course, every weapon has its cons. For Katana, most of its attacks are fast normal attacks, so we better counter it with blue charge attacks. Then let's get into Katana combos. Note that the first left attack of Katana will cause enemy stagger a lot, so it is important to remember that in battle to use left click a lot. Some basic combos for Katana is left click attack, attack again, then hold right click to focus attack. If your enemy wants to counter your third attack, well, you actually change to right charge, your enemy will be punished by this counter. The second basic combo is hold right charge attack, shift dodge attack, attack again, then hold right to charge attack. Because the right click after right click charge is a blue focus, so some people would want to counter that, but if you dodge and land white attacks, they will be changed into our first combo. Basic combos will only make you feel better in low ranks, but they are not enough for you when facing high-end players. But don't worry, we have a few advanced combos for you. Advanced combos focus mostly how smooth your combo is and how hard it is for your enemy to run away from you. First, advanced combo for Katana. Start by grappling, left attack in the midair, left attack after land, then C and right click together to uppercut. Then right click to strike down. The only downside of this combo is that people can dodge away before the uppercut if your uppercut is not fast enough. Otherwise, you will land all the hits in this combo. It deals a larger amount of damage and it's highly recommended that everyone learn this combo in mind. When you uppercut your enemy in the midair, you can left attack first, then right click strike down. But sometimes left attack will attack enemy far away and the enemy has a risk to outrun you. The second combo is start with hold right to charge, shift C, right click to uppercut, right click strike down in midair after you land, shift to dodge where you predict your enemy will dodge, hold right to charge attack, then return to the start of the combo. This combo is great against the players who counters a lot. If you predict where they will dodge after uppercut, you will land your second charge as soon as they get up and they will have no time to counter your second charge attack. The third combo is not as practical as the first two because it is really high end and will not work well against beginners. Start by holding right click, then C to cancel, right click to uppercut, then left or right click in midair. This combo only works good against high end players who counters as soon as they see you charge, but then you change to uppercut, they will be punished by their counter. But this combo is too ideal and you almost never see this kind of enemy in battle, so again, it is not practical. The combos are fixed, but a lot will happen in combat. So remember all the combos we taught can be changed depends on the situation. Longsword is now what most players use because it's simple to use and has decent damage and longest range of attack range. You can deal damage from mid-range as a melee weapon, especially with its legendary Jade, Phoenix Blast will double its damage. The pros of a longsword is its long range and low risk against other weapons. Its charge attack will deal damage far from enemy, and if you're countered but you're far away from your enemy, you won't be disarmed. So for most beginners, you can almost always charge attacks. But cons for Longblade is that when charging, there's only one charging stage for Longsword, compared to Katana 2 stages and Greatsword 3 stages charging. So you will have less time to release your charge attack before you want to cancel your charge or change to another combo. Also compared to Katana's normal attack, the longsword attack will not stagger enemy that much, so enemy can dodge away relatively easy in the middle of your combos. So to counter longsword, first we can fight longsword in a close range, so when counter, we can disarm longsword. Another way of countering longsword is we can dodge to keep distance and use a ranged weapon. And since longsword hardly moves when charging, we can hit enemy longsword easily. Now let's get into Longsword combo. Though most people just spamming charge attack, there are a few standard combos for Longsword. First one is start by grappling, left attack in midair, left attack twice after land, then hold right to charge attack. As we mentioned, the third attack of Longsword is a blue focus, but after the second attack, we change to hold charged. If the enemy wants to counter our third attack, not only we can deal more damage with the charge, we can also punish enemy by countering. That is basically the only longsword combo starting from long distance, yet there are also some advanced combos for longsword. After two attacks, we can jump and left attack, then continue to left attack twice, then right click to charge attack. Advanced combos cares more about what enemy thinks and the continuity of the combo. So when enemy sees you jump attack after first two attacks, they might do funny things like trying to dodge your attack or maybe want to counter your third attack. But this time we charge instead to make sure higher damage or avoid enemy running away from us. Also longsword jump attack will automatically shorter distance between you and your enemy. The second combo starts with hold left or right to charge, then shift and C to close distance with enemy, then right click uppercut right after enemy get up, left or right click in the midair and strike down, then back to left or right click charge attacks. After the uppercut, we can use shift to close the distance between us and the enemy, so in close range, our next charge attack will more likely to hit. Not a lot of people use longsword combos, but mastering these combos will help you a lot in combat. Great Sword has highest damage and lowest mobility among melee weapons. Great Sword has its special stance, Clash. When you and your enemy attack the same times as a Great Sword, if you click left or right after clashing, you will land a charge attack immediately, and it's a disaster for your enemy. And with its special Jade aerial range, after clashing you will deal almost double damage than a charge attack. So in combat, you won't be afraid to enemy charging against you, and when you successfully land a clash, right click immediately to punish enemy, and this will deal almost a whole bar damage. The count for Great Sword is obvious. The second attack of its charged is blue focus and has really slow movement. So when in the right distance, we can counter its second attack and disarm it. And since Great Sword has lowest mobility, you always find it hard to chase low health enemies in combat and they will eventually run away. So when facing Great Sword, we can try to take the first attack, then counter its second blue attack, and we can also attack Great Sword with quicker attacks like Katana and Spear. Now let's get into Great Sword combo. As for Great Sword, there aren't actually combos because of slow attacks, but we can still provide some combat methods. Start with grapple, left click in midair, then shift C after land, and uppercut, then right click or left click in midair. Left click in midair won't attack enemy away like Katana does, but it's hard to hit sometimes, so we recommend only right click. Although it's hard to chase people with great sword, we should all know that when shift and C slide is faster than just running. We can use that to close the distance with enemy and successfully land uppercut. So in this way, uppercut should be the most frequent attack method for a great sword player. Second combo for Great Sword will be starting left attack, then shift C dodge into uppercut if the enemy wants to counter your second attack, or start with the left click, clashing will occur, then right click immediately to land your charge attack. So the main combat method for Greatsword is to seek opportunities to close distance with enemies with Shift Uppercut. So the most combo I use is to hold right to charge, then after the enemy falls, dodge C and uppercut as soon as the enemy gets up. Here I don't recommend hold left click charge because it requires a lot of time to charge and it's really easy to counter and it will make you look really dumb when you counter like this. But it does really high damage and even can one-shot full health enemy with purple armor with the help of Jade Earthshaker. So don't use it in solos but in trios with the right time engage in, it will wipe out the whole enemy team in seconds. Lastly, we have Spear. Before we talk about Spear, they actually nerfed Spear's attack animation at the beginning of this China test. They changed the pattern of the third left attack, added attack animation for some attacks, so be aware of the attacks you are about to use. Attacks like uppercut, downstrike in midair, running attack, and slide attack has longer animation time, and the second left attack cannot hit fallen target now. But pros of spear is still obvious. It's the best weapon to chase enemy. Attack during running will first hop forward, and then the attack itself will hop forward as well. And this closes a lot of distance between your enemy. Few things to mention before we get into combos. Jump down strike has a long animation, so down strike can only be used at the end of your combo or used as strong CC against enemies when your teammates are approaching. Secondly, you can left attack after uppercut with other weapons, but with spear you can only right attack to strike down, but it has long animation and low damage if you want to left attack in midair. Remember to press spacebar first, or after you land, then jump, then left click. Jump left click deals a lot of damage, almost same as a charge attack, so I highly recommend you to use this attack. Thirdly, there's a special charge attack of Spear. When you unleash just the right moment of the second stage of the left or right charge, it will unleash a special attack called Dragon Slayer. You will notice it because now they also added a special sound alert. After successfully landing Dragon Slayer, keep left click, you will be in a golden focus attack, which counters all blue focus and normal attacks. But notice that before you go into golden focus status, Dragon Slayer can be countered. If you keep left click after the golden focus attack, it will continue with the blue focus which is at same as third attack, and enemies has enough time to counter that. And since it only spins half a circle, it's really easy to miss. Now we can get into spear combos. Firstly, start with left clicks. Left, left, shift, or C, then left, left. This is the most easy combo with low damage, but you are having low risk doing this combo. Next, we have left, left, hold left to charge attack for players who want to counter our third left attack. Here I'm not using hold right charge because it is really slow and you're just giving enemy time to react and counter you. Combos start with left a click are similar to those starts with left click. First one being right, right, then C, right to uppercut, right, right, C, left, and go back to first combo, right, right, hold left to charge. For advanced combos, since spear left click has long range and attack speed is fast, the running attack range of spear is 10 meters, so we'll be starting with left click in most scenarios. Uppercut plus jump left click deals a lot of damage and has a great CC against enemies, so here's the ultimate spear combo. Start by grapple left attack, left, left, C right to uppercut, then press jump left, charge to use Dragon Slayer, after landing, then spam left click until golden focus attack ends, then we can right click, left click, and jump left click to end the combo. This whole combo is enough to kill an enemy, and in combat, the successful rate is around 60%, because first, the jump left is not a guaranteed hit. After uppercut, it depends on whether you are on flat ground or not, and the distance between you and your enemy. Then after knockdown, if the enemy stayed down, you won't be able to hit them with the Dragon Slayer. And the first reaction of your enemy is to counter after get up and you happen to be far away, they will be able to counter your Dragon Slayer. This combo should be the longest CC and highest damage combo that I know, and except for this combo, normally spear players most use uppercut or running left click to start CC chain you. Also in solo rank, Dragon Slayer is really easy to counter and you won't be able to find many chances to use it. But in trios, it does provide high damage and long CC time, that your teammates will have enough time to land a charge attack while you are in golden focus seizing enemy. These are some practical spear combo I found in game. Other combos I didn't mention like charge left, then right click is easy to dodge away. But a lot of factors will occur in combat, so we mostly just separate those combos and flow with the battle. And make quick decisions and act after you see what your enemies are doing is most important in combat. If you find this guide helpful and want to see more upcoming Naraka Bladepoint tutorial videos, please press the thumbs up button and subscribe. And leave your comment below if you want to see any specific Naraka Bladepoint videos. Thank you very much and see you in the next video.
我将前往此处